Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Baited Podcast. I'm your host, Colossal is Crazy, and we're joined here once again by the infamous, the legendary DJ Killer Keemstar.
Slayer!
And also Tommy fucking C.
Yeah, the Slayer of Disney hoodies. I'm from Detroit, Nick Cash bitches.
Oh, Jesus. That thing's still going on?
Yeah, a little bit. He wants to get back into drama. I'm all for it. You know, there's no reason for him to leave. I don't necessarily agree with the clown that it makes him a hypocrite. But if you're gonna come, bring it. Bring it hard, and don't pretend you're from the hood doing it.
Well, he's very welcome to come on the show and
Hey, this is kind of monumental. Fans of the Beta Podcast, I am proud to announce, all right, that we actually have a sponsor. We have a sponsor. So let's get right into it. I'd like to ask you a question. Every single one of you people listening right now, what kind of underwear you got on? What are you wearing? What are you wearing? I know that might sound very Lion Maker-ish. That might sound a little basherous. That might sound, you know, like creepy YouTuber-ish. But seriously, because we don't think about our underwear. As men, women do. Women are always thinking about the undies, but not men. All right, and we never usually get that shit replaced like we should. And today we're going to talk to you about some quality underwear. I'm talking about the Mack Weldon. What are you wearing right now, clown?
Well, I'm not wearing any, to be honest.
You were wearing the Mack Weldon. You told me that it was...
I can't buy the fucking underwear, can I? Can't believe our first sponsor is underwear, by the way. But I can't buy it because they only ship to Canada and the US, so I cannot physically acquire.
Well, maybe we could change that.
Well, I have it, and they're awesome. They're absolutely awesome.
Yeah, well, you got it because you took our store credit. We got X amount of store credit, each one of us, and you took our store credit.
I didn't take your store credit. You said that you didn't want the
Well, obviously, I did want it because it's some nice clothing, but I couldn't get it because
Very
I live
nice
in the UK.
clothing. These are like the best underwear ever. These things are so comfortable, and the designs are amazing. Do you see how I just plugged that in there? Do you see how brilliant I am? And you know what? You are sitting over there in the UK because you're in an inferior place of the world, all right, without amazing underwear, clown. Your underwear is boring. You have the John Scarce of underwear, and I am rocking the Drommler underwear. Do you understand?
I'd like to rock it, too.
I wish I had some Mack Weldon underwear.
Yeah, I would, too. I live in Germany. I can't get it either, but it looks good. I got to be honest with you.
Dude, not only that, but it breathes. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, have you ever like went out and like, you know, went to the gym or whatever, did a workout or whatever? Dude, you start getting that swamp ass. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that.
Like it's like this underwear is not like that. It cools you down. It breathes. You know, it lets air in. It lets you. It's like a little air conditioner underwear. I love it. It's super comfortable. It is super comfortable.
Yeah, it always feels new.
Because you get hung up. You get hung up as a man. You know what I mean? If you got uncomfortable underwear, you get hung up. You don't want to be walking, you know, out in public, picking your ass, grabbing your junk and adjusting it. People think something's wrong with you. Oh, that motherfucker doesn't wash his, you know, he doesn't wash his shit.
Yeah. I mean, I got to tie my shit in a knot as it is. So, I mean, but Mack Weldon looks like it'll hold it all together without the knot.
I'm telling you, if your shit hangs low and it wobbles fro and fro, Mack Weldon underwear will get you on the go. Let me know. Check that out. Go to MackWeldon.com, and we got a discount code for you for 20% off.
Boxer shorts.
Yeah, what is the discount code?
Oh, shit. I don't know.
Okay, we'll be right back with that discount code. I'm telling you, and not only that, but they got the sweatshirts. And they're so comfortable. I don't know why you're laughing. Dude, the other day, I was outside, right?
Baited.
And a big gust of wind came, right? And I would have been freezing. It's wintertime. I would have been cold, but I wasn't. You want to know why? I had my Mack Weldon sweatshirt on, my Mack Weldon hoodie. And it was all goody.
The promo code is BAITED, all capitals, BAITED. That's the promo code for Mack Weldon if you want to get in on
Now,
it.
it's a little pricey. The stuff's a little pricey, but I'm going to tell you what, all right? Go ahead. Go to Walmart. Get yourself some Hanes, all right? But when it's sexy time, all right, and that girl sees that Hanes,
No.
when she sees the Mack Weldon, you getting some, son. I'm telling you. See, women put high priority on the undies, but men, we don't. We don't care. But women love men that have nice underwear. Let me tell you that.
Most of our viewers are virgins anyway, so I don't think it'll really matter.
Well, hey, you better get to Mack Weldon if you're going to lose that V, son. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Well, yeah, Keem would know. He is the Slayer.
Yeah, I actually was.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay, let's talk about it. What do you want to say about it?
Talk about your sex
Well,
life.
yeah,
That's funny.
I want to know. Well, yeah, I want to know your pickup.
Because I laid
moves.
pipe all over Europe.
My pickup moves were pretty simple. Like, hey, what's up? You're hot. Let's hang out.
Yeah, no, I don't
What
believe
do you
this
think?
for a second.
Do you think I wasted
Yeah,
time?
I want some
didn't waste
DJ
any time.
Keemstar pickup lines.
Okay, well, one of the best like marketing schemes that I ever did, all right, is when the internet was like first coming out. What I would do is I had a message, right, and it was like how much does a polar bear weigh, right? And what I would do is I would copy that message and I would send it every day to about 100 different women in my area on MySpace, right? And anybody that would respond, I'd close the deal with enough to break the ice. I think you're pretty attractive. We should hang out type of shit, right?
That's the worst pickup
So-
line I've ever heard.
Not if
It
she
doesn't
laid
matter.
in bed.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whatever the pickup line is. It does not matter. All you need to do is start that conversation. Once you start that conversation, I'm a good-looking kid. I'm a real good-looking kid, and I had a date every single night with a different girl for like years. Dude, MySpace was brilliant because you could search for like women in your area on MySpace, all right? You could search their age, you could search if they were single, you could search like their religion, you could search hair types, like you could search all this crazy stuff on MySpace. So I would literally type in this search and just bang, 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 spam them with messages, and I would get like, 20 responses back a day, and some of
And
them...
$200 later.
What? That doesn't make sense. What are you saying?
Well, I think it's quite clear what
I
I'm
think-
saying.
I don't get the point of the joke.
I think he went the prostitute angle.
I'm not a prostitute. What? I wasn't a prostitute. I wasn't getting prostitutes. What are you saying?
Well, I mean, obviously you weren't a prostitute. I don't think you'd be worth anything as a prostitute, Keemstar. No offense.
I was a very, very attractive young man, and I hooked up with more women than you ever have, period. Like,
I don't know, man. Clown's pretty good looking, man. He sent me a picture. Clown's
yeah,
pretty
okay,
handsome.
yeah, but he has no game.
I've got brilliant game. I just use a brick.
Use a brick? Well, there goes their sponsorship. There goes their violence and rape is basically what Clown just said.
No, I just said I use a brick.
It was fun while it lasted, Mack Weldon.
www.markwelden.com.
Bait it code 20% off. I'm telling you right now, Clown. I mean, it was good, dude. I had some amazing stuff going on back in the day when I was single, and it was actually quite brilliant. It was fundamentally groundbreaking. And I remember I would show my friends, and my friends are like, "Yeah, right." And then I got them doing it. And we actually, what's funny about it is we called it trolling, right? Because the term trolling comes from, it's a fishing term where you're on a boat and you take like about 7 or 8 lines and you put them behind the boat and you just drive the boat around, as opposed to just having one line. And then when you get a fish on, then you go to that pole, right? Well, that's basically what I was doing on MySpace is I was trolling. I was sending out multiple different lines. You get a fish on, you go and close it.
So, other than underwear and DJ Killer Keemstar pickup lines, what are we supposed to be talking about today?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's so much stuff. There's the election. Tommy was just saying something about
can we
Nick
not
Cash.
talk about the election, please?
Yeah, the election's killing me subs-wise.
Tommy was
It's
just
also
talking about.
it's also because I don't know anything about it.
No.
Trump won, right?
Yeah, he won.
That's
He won.
about the
We threw a
extent of
brick
what
through
I
the
know.
System. We threw Clown's brick through the system.
Let's talk about Mr. DJ Keemstar. Why the last 3 episodes were scrapped.
They were shit. I mean, they weren't good.
Okay, the first episode we did, and I believe it was about Joey Salads. Now, I will agree that was a shit episode. It was boring, so we cut it halfway through. And just 30 minutes in, we were like, no, this is shit. Let's just scrap this episode. Fair enough. Second episode was about Lion Maker. And you kind of had a bit of a rant at me during this.
Yeah, but I didn't even watch
episode.
the video. So
well,
it
that was
a bad
the
episode.
point. You were claiming I'd fucked up when you hadn't even watched the Lion Maker episode yet.
Yeah.
The Lion Maker interview.
It was a bad episode.
So that's why we scrapped that one. And now we've just had another interview with John Scarce. Why was that episode
I definitely
scrapped?
won. I destroyed him. I mean, I exploited that. John Scarce is like doesn't care about anything but views and money, pretty much. But the thing is,
so you're saying you won this argument?
Oh, clearly I won. Clearly I won.
Well, I guess we'll never know now
Clearly I won.
because
But
the episode
the
is
main-
not being released.
I didn't want to put it out because it was shit. Me and John Scarce were both accusing each other of, he was accusing me of shit that wasn't true. I was accusing him of stuff that was true, but there was no backstory. There's no reference to the things that we were speaking about. And quite frankly, it was just boring. Tommy and Clown didn't mediate the situation at all. They just like sat back and
because
did
when
nothing.
we did, you just interrupted us.
But there's no
it was
point
really
of you even
confusing too.
There
I
was
gotta be honest
there
with
was
you.
see look what Tommy's saying. Tommy is like on the podcast and he couldn't even follow it. You know what I
couldn't
mean?
Follow it. I had
So,
trouble following it.
I'm telling you right now, it was a bad episode. And look, Beta Podcast is a very successful show, and it's because each one of these episodes people find entertaining, and you would not have found this to be entertaining. Now, Clown wants to poke fun at me, like somehow Scarce beat me in an argument, but that's not it.
I think he did beat you in this particular one because
but
I
Clown,
think he
you-
came very prepared and you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't come prepared. You're right, but at the same point, like he got exposed for a lot of shit, right? He got exposed for a lot of shit, and he exposed himself for shit. He openly admitted, and you know this, on 2 different occasions, he said 2 different things, which I'm not going to say in details, but he said 2 different things that made him look really bad. I wasn't exposing him. He exposed himself on these 2 separate things. You know what 2 things I'm talking
I will say this, John. When he was pinned down, he did change. He has his tactic, and it drives me crazy. And it's a perfect captain tactic to use against Keem. It's just change the subject, and
He
then
just
Keem
changed
goes.
the subject. He
Yeah,
changed
he
the
just
subject.
kind of changed the subject. I don't know if.
I mean,
think it was-
he's quite frankly, what Clown is doing right now is just trolling. Like he's just trolling.
I'm not trolling.
Yeah, you are
I want
trolling.
I want the audience to know why the last 3 episodes in a row were not released.
Oh, okay. So you think that they weren't released because I lost all 3 of them? I lost my argument.
You certainly lost the Lion Maker one because you didn't even watch my interview with him.
Okay, I'll give you that. I will give you that. But it was
John Scarce, despite the fact that he brought up points that, I certainly called him out for, he was a lot better prepared than you were.
And I'm telling you right now that he was better prepared. Dude, if I would have done my homework and I would have, because I was doing so much stuff. I did this last minute. If I would have came with a catalog of every story that John Scarce ever got wrong over the last year, I mean that would be a pretty big catalog, and I'd be able to hit him. What about this? 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 What about this?
I got a question for you,
And
Clown.
all I did is I talked about the last week of fuck ups. You know what I mean? All I did is talk about the last week of fuck ups because I'm not over here with a catalog. Now, John Scarce came with crazy allegations that weren't true. He accused me of things that were not true at all, and he put me on the defense constantly, and he said stuff that wasn't true, like saying that fucking TY covered the same story, which wasn't true. TY basically covered a whole different opinion on that story, and not the opinion that I was criticizing Scarce for. So it was all over the place. It was nonsense, and quite frankly, John Scarce is a piece of shit.
Oh God.
Tommy, what was your question?
I got to be honest with you. I mean, the podcast came off to me for this. It seemed like Scarce is trying to say that Keem was a bad guy, and Keem was trying to say Scarce is a bad guy. And how entertaining is that? I mean, they both don't like each other. It's
I'm not saying that John Scarce is a bad guy. What I'm saying is John Scarce is a fake piece of shit, and John Scarce literally is incompetent and shouldn't be doing news because he doesn't put any effort or detail into what he's doing. He just spews out bullshit, and this community eats it up because John Scarce is fake nice, and you think he's nice, and just because he's nice, you're not mad at him, all right? But I'm an asshole. I'm going to straight up tell you, like, fuck you if I don't agree with you, all right? So when I make a little mistake, you're going to make a big deal about it. You're going to make a fucking big deal about it because, you know, I got a little bit of an ego because I'm loud, because I'm a... But if I was a John Scarce, guys, hey guys, how's it going? Oh, I made a mistake today. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean that. You know, you would treat me different, and that's why there's two different standards here. All right, but I am who I say I am. I'm Keemstar, right? I'm very vocal. So let me say this. Let me give you the raw truth. John Scarce is incompetent to do fucking news because he gets a story wrong once a week. He's an incompetent person. All right.
I thought that there was a very positive conclusion to it. Scarce admitted that yes, he has not been doing enough research and that he has been rushing to get his videos out a bit, and is now therefore going to make a conscious effort to change that in the future.
He says that every time. This is my point, Clown, you idiot. Clown, this is my point. You're acting like this is new, dude. Like this is the first time John Scarce has acknowledged that he got a story wrong. This is the first time that he said that he was going to put more detail into it. No, this is the 20th time. This is the 20th. Stop.
I feel like it was the first time he said, I'm going to be making a conscious effort.
This is the 20th time, not the first time he said he's going to make a conscious effort.
I don't believe that to be the case at all.
Well, when he apologized for getting that story wrong in his recent video, he said that he's going to work hard to not do it again, right? Then he also said it on Beta Podcast. The last time that he fucked up and got a story wrong, he said the same exact thing. And the last time he got called out for getting a story wrong, he said the same exact thing. You do not know what you are talking about, Clown. John Scarce has apologized. Shut up. John Scarce has apologized, and he has publicly said that he is going to work harder to make sure he's going to get these stories correct in the future at least 10 times.
I don't believe that. I think
that is the truth. That is the truth. No, it is not exaggeration. Every time he gets called out, he doesn't just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys, I got that wrong." No, he says, "I'm sorry, and I'll make sure I don't make mistakes like this in the future."
Look, he came on to defend himself because, in fairness, you were the one that called him out.
Okay, so Clown.
No.
If he fuck,
I'd let you speak, and you can speak again after this. He came on to defend himself because, in fairness, you were the one that was calling him out, and I think he did that. And what's more, he did it very well. Maybe not everything he said was accurate, but certainly I called him out for some things, and Tommy called him out for some things, but I think he did a very good job of disputing some, perhaps not all, of some of the things he said.
What a shock! We did a show about Scarce, and it was boring.
It was fat and boring. Let me tell you. Let me ask you a question. All right, Clown, or whatever the fuck your retarded name is, Clown. Let me ask you a question. All right. Let's say that Scarce fucks up in the future, all right, and then he makes an apology and says, you know, I'll focus on getting my stuff better, all right? At that point, do you still keep giving him another chance? Because I'm telling you right now, Scarce has fucked up multiple times, apologized multiple times, said that you try better multiple times.
At some point, you've got to say no. Enough is enough.
Okay, well then
my
this
criticism
is the first time you
was
paid
always,
attention.
I do find you boring. I don't think you're entertaining. I'd rather watch someone else. But what I did say was, like, you are neutral. You are balanced. You do give people the benefit of the doubt. But the problem is Scarce. You don't have the entertainment factor. You've got to rely on integrity and getting the stories right. So when you don't get the stories right and you're getting them wrong, then what have you got? What have you got? I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt from that podcast and see him making a conscious effort to try and get the stories right and put more research in and not rush things. I did feel like when he said that, he was sincere. Now, is he going to fuck up again? Yes.
Okay,
possibly.
it's not. We shouldn't talk about Scarce, to be fair. Okay, because we had Scarce on to defend himself. We didn't use the episode because I'm telling you, it was bad. It was boring.
It was bad.
You would not like it. But it isn't really fair for us to be talking about John Scarce now. You know what I mean? When he's not here,
yeah.
And we just had him on. So we shouldn't really talk about Scarce at all.
All right.
To be fair, it's not fair to Scarce. And listen, Scarce, I know I just talked shit about you, and you were on here to defend yourself, and we're not airing that. I understand this is not fair, and that's why I apologize, I guess, for talking shit, because you were on here to defend yourself, but it was boring, dude. And I know God hit you with a fucking boring stick, dude.
I just feel like we had to give him the benefit of the doubt and upload that episode.
He didn't know.
Boring as it was. because he
Dude,
came on as a guest to defend
Let me
himself.
explain something to you about the entertainment biz, clown. One shitty video, one bad video. I got a problem right now where TY Blue just uploaded a boring video on my channel, all right? One video
boy.
causes people to unsub and no longer watch again. TY Blue just got, I had to get rid of him. Like,
You fired Ty?
Yeah, I had to. He
Oh my
uploaded
God.
Dude, go watch the new Drumler. It's boring as fuck. The dislikes are all there. People are complaining in the comments. Like, one bad video could ruin your channel. You're only as good as your last video. So Drumler is absolutely sucks and is a piece of shit. Like, it's horrible because the last video that's uploaded on the channel is horrible. You're only as good in this business as the last video you put up, and he put up garbage.
I feel like that is kind of unfair.
That is not
because,
kind of unfair.
Now, let me explain why it is unfair. The show in question is Drama Alert. They're expecting to see Keemstar, not Ty Blue. Now, when the Keemstar hate was at its apex, obviously it was beneficial to have Ty Blue on instead of you. But circumstances
You're
have
not
changed
listening to me.
since then.
I'm not.
And now they expect to see you rather than Ty Blue.
It's Ray William Johnson
You're
leading
not,
equals 3.
You're not
yeah,
It's a Ray William
You're
Johnson
not
situation.
listening
That is
to
the
me. You're
perfect
not listening to me.
comparison,
You are not listening to me. Okay, I'm not telling you that I'm getting rid of Ty because people are saying, "Oh, well, we want Keemstar." I'm not saying that's the reason. I'm saying the episode is bad. I'm telling you right now, the episode is not good. It is not entertaining. It is not good. It's not good. It's boring. He doesn't even go into detail. Like, one of the stories is, so and so got a dildo in her unboxing video. Like, just like that. I mean, like, there's got to be.
I just don't
more
really
there.
understand why you're criticizing the guy who was helping you out.
I'm not criticized. Whatever. I appreciate him. I'm glad that he helped me out. But I'm trying to make the point here that you're only as good as your last video. And if we would have uploaded that video with Scarce, we would have lost Baited fans because it's not a good. People can't even follow along. They're not even going to watch that episode. They're just going to click off. You can't follow along.
To be honest, I do agree with that, Keemstar. I do agree we would have lost subscribers because of that. However, I think it was only fair for Scarce.
I know, but I'm not going to sacrifice my show to be fair to Scarce. Like, why to be fair to Scarce means shoot myself and hurt my own show? Fuck that.
I got to be honest with you. The only reason I wanted it uploaded is because I was worried about the fans.
This is my show. This is my podcast.
It was awful.
My podcast and my show comes before Scarce's feelings. I'm sorry, clown.
It's not your podcast.
I'm sorry, clown, but my show and my fucking Baited fans and the people that like my show come first. I'm putting my viewers before Scarce any day of the week. All right, I'm not putting my viewers through
What about
bullshit.
the integrity side of things for Baited? Okay,
I don't give
like
a
we're
fuck.
gonna have guests on in the future, and we're like, oh, we don't like what they said, so we're just not going to release the episode.
It was just Scarce.
I'm not putting out shit. I'm not putting out shit.
kidding.
I don't care. Dude, listen. Dude, we have a deal with these people that listen to us, right? They're like, look, man, I'll sub to the Baited YouTube channel. I'll subscribe on iTunes. I'll subscribe on SoundCloud, all right, to Baited. And I'll listen to every episode, all right? But the minute we fuck them, the minute we bore the shit out of them, the deal's broken, all right? They're no longer obligated to watch. They're no longer obligated to listen to our podcast. And I don't want to be the person that fucks them. I'd rather have them.
I just want to bring up a minor grievance I have with you, Keemstar. And I'm sorry for bringing it up. Obviously, we've had the last 3 episodes scrapped. And obviously, the first one, we all agreed it should be scrapped. But the last 2, certainly, we've scrapped because you wanted them scrapped. And you kind of gave me such a hard time for releasing the Grade A episode when I didn't want to upload it.
But listen to me.
I appreciate a lot of people found that entertaining. A lot of people found it a complete train wreck and didn't like it. But some people did find it entertaining. But you gave me such a fucking hard time. I haven't given you any shit for this. Not really.
Yes, you have. You're giving it to me publicly right now.
I'm giving it to you now on the podcast.
Publicly right now. You did it to me privately too.
Post on Twitter.
You were
I tried to refrain from making the post on Twitter because it would have been a bit of a backstab if I did it.
All right. The reason why I put pressure on you to get that episode out about Grade A Under 8 that you didn't want out is because it was good. It's because it was fucking good. It was good.
It was good perhaps from an entertainment side of things, but let's face it, it was a complete fucking train wreck. And it did make my friend look very, very bad.
Who cares?
Well, I care. I'm not saying I regret that episode in the way it affected me personally, despite the fact I did receive a considerable amount of backlash because of it. I got a lot of criticism for it. I deserve criticism for it.
Yeah,
but
but
at the
it's
same
not a-
time,
but listen
you
to me,
put a
it's-
ridiculous amount of pressure on me to release that episode, an episode that I never wanted to release.
The reason why I've the reason why I trashed those episodes, all right, is because it wasn't about, oh, this makes me look bad. It was like, this isn't entertaining.
Well,
It's
maybe
not
the Scarce one, but
entertaining.
I feel like the Lion Maker one was
Okay,
very
the
entertaining.
Lion
entertaining.
Maker one. Okay, the Lion Maker was entertaining, right? But to be fair, I
made you
thought-
look very, very bad in it.
I look bad, but I thought that it was irresponsible for me to put out an episode of me having all this crazy opinions in the Lion Maker video without me watching it. That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And I just thought,
Could you get it some subtext on your Twitter, or just say, "Look, I fucked this up, but I hope it's entertaining for you." You have done that before, Keem.
Look, I just don't understand.
Well, we can't-
why
we
I'm getting
can't
the
get
pressure. I can't even say anything on Twitter because it's a bit of a backstab to you, and well, funnily enough, like it's a bit crazy, but people are actually blaming me for these episodes not being released.
yes, it's great. It's fucking great.
It's not. And let me speak to the people right now.
I don't know if
It
you.
is
I don't know if you've
not
seen
your
this
fault.
clown. I don't know if you've seen this clown, but I tweeted out that it was your fault. I think I deleted the tweet because I thought people were taking it serious.
Yeah.
But I tweeted out something. Did you see the tweet where I said that, guys, clown's the one that's not putting the episode up. I have nothing to do with it or some shit like that.
Did you seriously do?
Yes, but I deleted
didn't
the
see it.
tweet like 5 minutes later because people were responding like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Fuck him. Like, that's why I deleted the tweet because people, like, obviously I'm joking,
Well,
right? Like,
people are still blaming me for this today. Like I got these tweets today. I feel like I'm in this position at the moment. This is actually quite a good topic. I'm in this position at the moment where it seems everybody wants to get the clown. Let's get the clown. So far, I have not been exposed for something. I have not really been criticized for something. I mean, I have, but it's either false, ridiculous, or kind of not really on the level. And these smaller YouTubers, and the community in general, really, the people watching the videos, are trying very, very hard to desperately get me on something because they want to be the first to do it. So in the meantime, I'm being criticized. And by the way, I do want the criticism to a certain extent, but I'm being criticized just for the sake of criticizing. And it's kind of really evolved to be something somewhat pathetic and almost cowardly in a way. Would you agree with that?
I mean,
Yeah, I think
shit,
it's-
dude. I'm like that every day. You want to know
Yeah, I think
why?
it's
Because I'm
everybody.
famous. I'm
Well, to be honest, Kim, I don't
famous.
think it's quite the same for you because you've already been exposed, and I use the word exposed in inverted commas, for just about everything above and below the fucking sun. Like, you've literally been called a pedophile, a wife beater, a racist.
And survived. I'm still alive, motherfucker. This heartbeat ticking. Yo, at this point, anybody out there that is thinking about fucking coming at me, just know, all right, I'm not going to die, and I'm going to be alive long enough to fucking roast your ass, all right? Okay, this is something that I would like to talk about, all right? When John Scarce came on and we ended up throwing that episode away because it was boring, there was a very entertaining point where basically Clown said, if I die, please don't report my death. And Scarce said,
Okay.
I won't report your death, Clown. But I said, I'm absolutely reporting your death. And maybe we could rehash that one out because I feel very strong about this, Clown. If you die, I'm going to report it. Not because I want views, not because I want attention, but
Clown said
because-
he didn't want it on Drama Alert. That was the caveat. He said that I could talk about it on my podcast, but he didn't want it on Drama Alert.
is a
That's the-
glorified
that-
gossip channel. Please don't report my fucking death on it.
It is what?
It is a glorified
What? A
gossip
glorified.
channel. And it is gossip.
You know that's
Well, it
not
is
true.
true.
How's it gossip?
How is it gossip?
How's
That's
it
what we fucking
gossip?
talk about. It's gossip.
What's
Go
wrong
ahead.
with the
How's it
what's wrong with
gossip?
gossip though?
How
What's
is
wrong
it
with
gossip? How is it gossip?
Gossip. Gossip between YouTubers.
Okay,
What's
listen.
wrong with that?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you this right now. What Tommy does on his show is gossip. It's him sitting there spewing opinions and gossiping about drama. All right. What
Yeah,
I
that's fair
do
enough.
is news based on what's happening.
gossip,
So and so
gossip.
said this. So and so said that. Okay, it's not really gossip if they're saying it. They said it.
gossip.
All right. Gossip is like rumors and
No.
stuff.
It's gossip. It's like
Gossip is like a
entertainment or
conversation.
whatever. It's like celebrity gossip.
TMZ, yeah, something like that.
It's
I
gossip.
don't think there's anything wrong with being.
I didn't
doing
say there was
that.
anything. I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. I just
Yeah,
said
but
I
Clown,
don't want him
here's
to
what you're
report
saying.
my fucking death or me getting cancer
As your
or anything
friend,
like
but
that
let's
on his
reporting
show.
your
Let's
death.
pretend you hadn't said that. Let's pretend you hadn't said that. It's gossip. There's already a kind of a standard set that gossip columns and gossip television shows do report deaths of celebrities. So, I mean, I don't understand that you said that as a friend, and I think Keem should honor that if that be the case. But, you know, it's not unusual for gossip columns and television shows.
No, I
to
don't
report deaths of
necessarily
famous
agree with that
figures in the
either.
community.
All I'm
How about
saying
this,
is
Clown?
that
How about-
Keemstar,
how about-
I would like you to not report my death or me getting cancer or me being in a car crash on your show. That's all.
But I can't. I can't
Okay, that
respect
is not very much to ask for, Keemstar. In all fairness.
Okay, Clown, listen to me. If you fall off and you're no longer relevant, all right? You're no longer relevant, then sure, I won't, right? I won't, right?
You're welcome.
If your channel dies, you know, and you're uploading videos and you're getting like 10,000 views a video and no one really gives a fuck about you anymore, of course I won't report it, right? But if you're famous and you're kind of known, all right, it is my
No,
responsibility.
it is not your
and my
responsibility.
duty. Yes, it is my responsibility. I dictate what
It's not your responsibility.
I dictate what my responsibility is, all right? And my responsibility to my viewers is to give them the news. And if somewhat known Colossal is Crazy Clown dies, it is my responsibility to notify my viewers that you died and how you died and get every detail so they understand what happened.
Clown, I don't care if he does it to me or not. I'll be perfectly honest because I don't know. I'll be dead. But are you concerned that your family will be embarrassed with you? If
No,
something
no,
like
it's
that
not
happens,
even
just
that.
because
I
on
think it's.
Drama Alert?
I feel like it's very kind of. Drama Alert is not the right medium to report my death.
I know, but see, like the standards already said. I disagree with you wholehearted. I'm talking about you personally. Like, I mean, we have this disagreement. We've gone over it.
I think my
it's-
family
it's-
would be upset if they saw this particular YouTube channel that they're
But you
reporting.
are a
They're
professional
reporting my
YouTuber in
death.
some sense. You
I
are a
know.
professional
All I'm
YouTuber.
saying
You are in
is,
this community.
I'm just
you know?
asking, Keemstar, as a favor, as a courtesy, please don't report my death or me getting cancer or anything like that. And I feel like Total Biscuit kind of thought the same way when you reported that he got cancer. I don't think he wanted to be on your show.
Yeah, Total Biscuit also thinks that Donald Trump is being under trial for fucking child rape.
Did he
It's
say
kind of
that?
off
What a
topic.
dope.
Yeah, he said that. He said
No,
that.
I can't.
Total
See, the guy,
Biscuit
poor
is
guy's
just
dying. I
clueless.
can't say it. I'm sorry, Total Biscuit. Oh, God.
Total Biscuit's just so full of shit, dude.
Yeah, I know, but he's dying. I got to give him a double standard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's
Poor guy.
dying. We just got to feel sorry for him.
I
He
do.
can get
I
away
do
with
feel
saying
sorry
pretty
for him.
much
I mean,
We've
he's got a
had this
great
discussion
channel.
so many times. I will
I feel so
never
bad, but
ever
I mean,
say
You
it was right.
don't dictate what my show
I know I don't
is.
dictate it, but I can
do.
give you my opinion on it. And my opinion is you shouldn't have reported that he got cancer.
Okay, well, I'm telling you right now, Drama Alert covers news based on popular people within YouTube and Twitch and, you know, the online community, right? So if stuff's happening, all right, that is dramatic with people, you know, whether they get sick
I just feel like
or
it goes too
whether, you
far
know,
with death and cancer.
That's not too far.
I
That's
feel
not
that it
too
is.
far.
I feel
Me
like it's
saying-
just fucking
me
wrong.
saying-
You can't
me-
report
me
one moment
saying-
that Zoe Berger is getting a new pair of tits,
Okay,
and the
okay,
next is
okay.
fucking Total
Let me
Biscuit
ask you a
getting cancer.
question.
It's just,
All right,
it's
let
not
me ask you a
right.
question. All right, did Total Biscuit publicly come out and say that he had cancer?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did. All right, he publicly said it. Right, that gives me a right. All right, to publicly report on
I'm
what
just giving
he's
you my
publicly
opinion. I'm
saying.
just saying that it was wrong.
It's not wrong. It's not
Well,
wrong.
I'm sorry, but in my opinion, it was.
All right, Clown. If you don't want me to report your death, then never have it go public that you died. All right, keep it to yourself.
Well, I would respect Clown if you told me.
I don't
that,
think
love
it's
him
that
to
much
death.
to ask
I wouldn't
for,
do
really.
it. Yeah, I see. That's what he's saying. I mean,
Dude, everyone's gonna be looking at me. They're gonna be like, "Keem, what happened to Clown?" Like,
are you?
don't-
Let me ask you
I
something, Clown.
can't
Are you
tell him?
worried that Keem will take shit because he doesn't care about you, or he doesn't care about your deaths enough?
That's
to
got nothing
report
to
it
do
on
with that.
Drama
It's
Alert?
just,
That Keem could.
I think it's a common courtesy, really. That's all.
All right. It's a friend courtesy. You're asking for a friend.
I don't
courtesy.
think it's
get
that much to
I
ask for, really.
Nah, it's such a troll statement just so he can lead into something else.
I don't think he's
What am
trolling. I think he's
What am
serious.
How could
dude.
I be trolling with this? I'm just asking you not to report my death on Drama Alert.
He doesn't want his tighty whitey community to find out that he was Colossal's crazy.
No, I don't
That's
care
what
about
it
that.
is.
I don't care about that. I'm doing a face reveal on
You know?
Christmas Day. I don't care. You know?
Yeah, you're better looking than me. It pisses
I'm
me
better
off.
looking than both of you combined, so.
I know.
Yeah,
I
right.
know.
What do you mean, yeah, right?
Yeah, too bad. You got to leave the house to get some ass, though, Clown.
Maybe if you lost some weight, Keemstar.
I mean, well, I'm going to
You've
lose
kind
some
of
weight,
fucking-
and
you've
I'm
kind
also
of
going
given
to
up.
report your death. And I'm also going to report your death.
That's terrible.
Clown, listen.
I will.
Clown.
I will.
Clown! If I died, all right? If I died, all right, I would expect you to tell everyone. To tell fucking everyone, all right? I expect you to go and find all your dead subscribers and wake them the fuck up and tell them too, all right? When I die, I want everyone to fucking know about it, all right? I don't want people saying, what happened to Keem? Where did Keemstar go? He retire or something? No, I don't want it to be some big secret. All right, I want people to know what the fuck happened.
Well, maybe that's what you want, but I'm telling you what I want, and what I want is for you to not report my death on your show.
I'm telling you...
I don't want you, DJ Killer Keemstar, the man who calls himself the Slayer for some reason, the man who got Zoe Berger to twerk on his show and pretend to jack off while she did it and squirt some fucking hand lotion.
But you thought it was funny. You thought it was
kind
funny.
of shit.
You said it was funny. Oh, now you're gonna criticize.
Well, I'm
it.
not. I didn't say I was going to criticize. I didn't say I was going to criticize it, but it was like
you said it was funny. You literally told me it was a funny bit.
I was trying to just like boost your spirits up a bit at the time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me boost your spirits up at the time. Fine. I won't report your death. I am winking and my fingers are fucking crossed.
I just didn't think it was, it was just you jacking off a bit and then pretending to jack off and then you squirt some hand lotion and then Zoe Berger's just being a whore as per usual, So didn't think it was, that funny.
All right, I'm
called her a whore.
Now. All right, listen. If you wanna be it like that, all right, clown. If you die, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm going to report your death. Why Zoe Berger is twerking and I'm jacking off. All right. So Zoe Berger is going to be fucking twerking, and I'm going to be like, hey, guys. Oh, keep shaking it. Yeah, Clown fucking died. Clown died. He was in a car accident. Oh, take it off, bitch. Oh, those crowdfunded new boobies look amazing. Yeah, that motherfucker.
Wait, her
Clown,
fucking
he's
tits
dead.
were crowdfunded?
Yeah, yes.
She set up a fucking GoFundMe for some new tits?
Go fund my boobies.
No. She took donations and she told people that she was going to put them towards new boobs, right? So people were donating, and she literally said on Twitter, "Thank you, all you horny 12-year-olds, for crowdfunding my new tits."
I fucking love that chick. She's awesome.
She is just a stripper at this point. She is a stripper.
You know what though?
So what?
You know what though?
Give a shit.
She
That's why I
does.
like her.
She doesn't give a. She's not going to let you horse shame her or slut shame her. She
No.
does that. That's the beauty of the Zoe Berger, is like she's not going to let you slut shame her. Like any other girl would fold at this point. They'd be like, all right,
Sure.
whatever, I'm done. Yeah, I'm not a whore. I swear I'm not a whore. Like Zoe Berger doesn't give.
She admits to being a whore
No.
because she's a whore. She is a whore.
Yeah, but she's gonna
She's
win.
no Emma Dorable.
She's winning. She's winning.
Yeah, she's gonna win,
Emma Dora is a nobody. All right, Emma Dora
Yeah.
has completely fallen off. Emma Dora doesn't have a YouTube channel, doesn't have a Twitch, doesn't have a popular Twitter. Like Emma Dora is fucking a has-been. All right, if Emma Dora would have took the same route of comedy as Zoe Berger, Emma Dora would be the fucking on the top of the world right now.
No, she plays the victim card instead. She tweeted me
she
a
plays
couple
the
weeks
victim.
back. She plays the victim card.
I'm not a whore. I'm not this. I'm not that. Well, you should have played the game, Amadora. You didn't play the game, and look, you're a fucking nobody. You got nothing going on. Like
Trump's in power. The victim card is now officially out. It doesn't work anymore. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Do you think Zoe Berger, obviously, she's doing quite a few collaborations with some YouTubers at this point. Do you think she's fucking them? Do you think she's fucking?
Oh yeah,
them?
she admitted it. She said that she's fucking.
She's
them.
admitted that.
Oh yeah, she said
she's fucking them for views.
Oh yeah,
she's literally fucking them for views.
Yes.
No, she's not a stripper. She's a prostitute now. She's a fucking prostitute.
I mean, she literally said that she was going to there's all these random YouTubers that I've never heard of, but they have like 1 million subs. Like one was a Spanish guy, the other one was like a 2K streamer or whatever. But like she's going to their houses and hanging out with them and stuff. And she was doing a quick Q&A on YouTube, and I heard one of the Q&A questions was like, "Did you fuck that YouTuber?" And she goes, "Yeah, I fucked him."
Oh my
No,
God.
she's transcended from stripper to prostitute. She's a prostitute now.
Why? Like, listen, okay? If you're a young lad, all right? If you're a young lad, all right, and you could just go around and fuck all these hot female YouTubers.
Right,
would
Keemstar,
you?
I've got to
Of course,
ask,
yeah.
when's the collaboration? Because I know where this is leading. You're going to collaborate with her, aren't you? You want to collaborate with her.
I already have, and I busted it
Yeah.
up publicly. What?
Wait,
All up in that slut, Zoe Berg.
you're going to fuck her, Keemstar? You're going to fuck her?
I already fucked her. I virtually fucked her. It's on Drama Alert. You told me it was a great bit. You said you loved it.
I didn't. Well, it wasn't quite that, because you just used some hand lotion or whatever.
And I'll tell you what. You're asking me if I'm going to fuck her. I am going to fuck her. I'm going to fuck her when I report your death, clown. I'm a fucker on camera and report
I
your
mean,
death.
I don't really have a criticism for Zoe. Well, I do have criticisms for Zoe Berger.
That's the
but-
only way to give respect to the Colossal. Oliver is going to get the most respect Drama Alert can possibly give him.
Right. It's Zoe Berger made a tweet about me on Twitter and says, "Why are you always so salty to me?" I'm not even that salty to her, to be honest. But like, she's admitted to being a whore. She's basically a prostitute. She's probably going to admit to being a prostitute. She is a prostitute. So I'm like, why is she surprised when she gets criticism for it? Like, it's fine. You admit
Well,
she
Clown, how
admits
about
to
this?
being a whore. She admits to being a prostitute or whatever. So why is she so surprised when she gets criticism for it? And then she's the
Clown,
one.
if she want to if she want to fly to the UK to fuck you, right? She want to fly to the UK just to fuck you.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He's way too uptight for that shit. Are you kidding?
Probably. I'm not
I think he
attracted
would.
to her at all, to be honest. Genuinely.
I think you would.
I'd bang her.
I genuinely wouldn't. I don't think I would. I can honestly tell you I wouldn't.
Well, okay, what if you were drinking? What if you, of course.
Well, I
everybody
don't think
can be
you
better,
could,
but-
Keemstar.
Well,
I'm sorry,
well,
but let's
let's
face
say
it.
she
I don't
was
think
drinking.
you could.
Yes, I
well,
can.
unless
Absolutely,
you pay them.
I can. I have.
Are you going to pay them?
MySpace.
I've definitely done better than Zoe Berger. Let me tell you this right now.
Okay.
But let's say you have a couple drinks. Let's say you had a couple drinks in you. You know, you had a couple drinks. You're partying. Let's like a YouTuber thing. YouTubers are hanging out. Like you're not going to hook up. She's like, she wants to take you back.
I mean, maybe if I'm very, very drunk, perhaps.
You got a couple drinks.
It's just
in you.
I don't.
And
I'm
then
not,
she tells you
know,
she's not
what,
gonna tell
I know it sounds
anybody.
very corny to say, but I really don't like her personality. And her personality is a really big put off to me.
Well, as men, it's hard to be attracted to whores, right? Like we want a little bit of a fight, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
We want to we want to chase it. We want to chase it. That's where we're really attracted. You know, it can be a huge turnoff if a girl comes onto you strongly. It really can.
It can happen, yeah. Especially if she wants YouTube subs.
I think it's just her. It's,
You know.
yeah. I think it's just her personality. Like, just not.
I don't
into
mind
it.
her. I like people. I don't know. I like people that are upfront. There's
Yeah,
like,
that
I
is
don't
a
know.
quality.
Like, I'm
she is
married.
up front.
I like people that are upfront, and
But she is a
I'm
whore.
so sick of
She is a
phonies.
whore for money, and that is an incredibly unattractive quality.
Well, I'll
trait
tell
for
you
me
what,
personally.
Yeah.
I was talking to Zoe Berger, and I was in the DMs with her, all right? And I was like, look, Zoe, are you attracted to just any guy? Like, are you just out here hooking up with any guy? She goes, no, not really. She's not really. And I'm like, all right, well, let's say, you know, what would turn you off on a guy? And she's like, well, you know, if they have shitty underwear. And I go, well, what if they have Mack Weldon underwear? Oh, totally. You know, so as long as you're rocking that Mack Weldon underwear,
Good.
20% off when you use code BAITIT, you could hook up with Zoe Berger.
You could. And if you got at least 100,000 subs, you know.
You've got to have the subs.
There's hope for you,
been a good
Nick.
episode.
There's hope for you. Get out of that crack
This has
house
been
you
a
live
good
in.
episode. This has been a good episode, but I think we do need to have Nick on.
Sure.
You know, Hey Watch Your Mouth versus Tommy NC 2010.
You've confused the Tommies. Nick versus Tommy NC 2010 probably wouldn't be fair.
I just realized they called the autism Tommy. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. By the way, Autism Tommy has been hitting me up nonstop about
Or
doing
maybe
all
we can
these.
find a different word.
Why? Because people need to understand.
He doesn't
which
want to
Tommy
be
I'm talking
defined
about.
by autism, Keem.
All right, fine. Advanced autism.
No,
Tommy
no, at
has
all.
been
Like
hitting me-
it's like just call him
What?
Tommy NC. How about that?
Okay, Tommy NC 2010. We're not going to bring up autism at all. Then,
Okay.
that guy has been spamming me about doing some project together and saying that Clown's on board and you're on board, and he's spamming me, dude. Like, it's bad, dude. I removed him off Skype. I'm about to block him on Twitter. I don't know he's just every day I'm getting like a Bible from this guy. What's going on with this project?
I don't know. I was told the clowns. Look, I'm gonna do anything I can for Tommy NC 2010. I'm gonna.
He
drop
sent me a
everything
script
every
of something
time.
which I've got to read out, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm just so I think.
Why?
Because I love him. Because he's my friend.
I don't mind.
That's it.
No, but you.
He's
no,
my
but
friend.
you just signed. Okay, but you're not even willing to do it. You didn't even read it. This has been going on for like 2 weeks.
I did.
all
I
right?
did. I did.
I'll
read
tell
it,
him
it's
yeah.
been going on.
All I've got to do is say
Well,
some
Keith,
words
just
into
tell
the
me
microphone.
just
It's
tell
no
me
big
to
deal.
tell him to cool off a little bit. I could talk. I mean, we are friends, so I could tell him to cool off. He doesn't always understand when he's giving people a hard time. He doesn't understand it's part of the disability. He doesn't understand the decorum, or he's not always self-aware. And I hate talking about this because it is talking about autism.
Well, listen, I call him Tommy the autism, right? So
Yeah,
people
great.
know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to be rude, right?
Okay.
But like you're like, no, you can't say that. That's wrong. But you're sitting there saying he's got a disability. Why can't we just treat him like
here's
a normal
the thing.
guy?
I'm not saying
let's
can't say
just
it.
Stop the shit. Let's just treat him like a normal person.
I'm
Okay,
asking.
Tommy. Normally, all right. If anybody did what you did to me, I'd fucking block you, bro. I'd hit you with the stop DMing me. Stop DMing me.
Yeah.
To be
right?
fair, Keemstar, you
Dude,
DM me quite a lot,
down-
and you do call me a lot, like every day, all the time.
Yeah, but when I call you, it's important. I'm
Well, what was so
important.
important yesterday about you telling me you bought a new truck?
Yeah.
Why the
Yeah.
fuck would I give a shit if you bought a new truck?
Can I get it? Wherever you are on YouTube or if you're in the iTunes, type of one in the chat if you want to hear about my new truck. That's right. Look at all those ones. Look at
Keemstar,
all those
nobody's
ones.
typing. We're not in a live stream.
Look. I got to be honest with you. I give Tommy's gonna be mad at me for saying this, but I give Tommy a little bit of a double standard, and I always will because I love him to death, and that's
All right,
the way
listen.
it's always gonna be.
All right. Tommy NC 2010. I apologize.
I really wouldn't worry about it, Tommy. I come
Day.
off as a social justice warrior in this episode. Fucking Zoe Berger. This is so unfair.
No, it's not even that. Look, I'm going out for my friends first. I'm gonna be biased towards my friends.
I like Tommy NC 2010.
I know you do.
He's annoying. He's annoying the fuck out of me.
Yeah, but that's part of it. And I think, look, I've been getting the same things. Clown's been getting the same things. But he wants you to be a part of it. And I did kind of tell him I don't know the Keen that would be interested. But just if you have an issue like that, just come to me. There's no reason to block anybody or unadd anybody. I'll take care of it. That's it. That's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to this episode of the Bait It Podcast. Guys, if you love Bait It Podcast, make sure you give us a review on the iTunes. If you're on the YouTube, leave a comment because we want to know what your thoughts and opinions are. And same thing with the SoundCloud. It's been a pleasure, and I cannot wait to report Clown's death. Mark Weldon.
Mark Weldon.
Mack Weldon. You said it wrong. Go to MackWeldon.com. Use code BAITIT to save 20%.
Yeah, Nick, change your clothes. Go to Mack Weldon.
They got sweatshirts and socks.
They got hoodies, Nick. You're going to need one. You had the same one on for the past 3 years. Come on now.
Amen. Rip. Over.
What?